All right, let's keep it rolling here now. We've got how about Coach of the Year? Who would you vote for Coach of the Year?
I'm going to stay right here locally in L.A. I think the job that Sean McVay has done exceeds what anybody else in the league has done. When you look at what the Rams were a season ago and the conversation that centered around their two stars, Jared Goff and Todd Gurley, both of these guys were being miscast, labeled bust because they hadn't been productive in that final season under Jeff Fisher. Sean McVay has come. He's ignited this offense. He's put these guys in positions to have success. And this team is playing better. 5-2, leading the NFC West. Both of their young guys are terrific. And I would go on a limb and say that you could say that Todd Gurley might be in consideration as a dark horse MVP candidate for what he has done. He's been outstanding. This is a guy that we thought was going to tear up the league when he was at Georgia. Sean McVay has found a way to unleash him.
I think he's the best play caller in the NFL. He's done an outstanding job, and they're the biggest surprise for me in the NFL this year, the turnaround for the Rams. But my Coach of the Year, for the reasons I'm going to give here, Mike Zimmer with the Minnesota Vikings. When you look at a team that's down their top two quarterbacks, Sam Bradford's hurt. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater, we knew about the injury that he was dealing with. So you go to Case Keenum as your number 3 guy, and you're rolling with him. And let's not forget Dalvin Cook, who was off to an unbelievable start. A rookie year, would have been a candidate for the rookie segment we just did. He's out for the year with a torn ACL. So your stud running back, you're on your 3rd quarterback now, and they still find ways to win each and every week with a dominant defense. Case Keenum playing the best football of his career, being very efficient offensively. I think Mike Zimmer's one of the best coaches in the NFL, and I think it's time he got some credit.
He should get some credit. I think Mike Zimmer is a John Wooden disciple. He believes in no whining, no crying, no excuses. Like, no matter what happens to the Minnesota Vikings, who's up, who's down, what's happening at quarterback, this is a team that continues to get it done, and they don't really complain about who's available. And so, yes, he definitely has a case for being the Coach of the Year because the Minnesota Vikings are well positioned in the NFC North, and they're doing it with a cast of characters at the quarterback spot.
All right, let's jump to the next award here, Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year is a tough one because this is one where you can just go down the stat sheet and say, hey, this guy's playing well or whatever. But I'm going to go in terms of overall impact. What Micah Hyde has done for the Buffalo Bills deserves some recognition. This is a guy that leads the league in interceptions. He came over as a free agent, kind of an underrated free agent pickup from Green Bay. But what he has done, he has given them a playmaker, a traffic cop, and a center fielder in the middle of that defense. His ability to play the deep third, to come down, to get interceptions off tips and overthrows, he is the perfect fit in this Leslie Frazier / Sean McDermott defense, and he kind of fits the bill of what the Buffalo Bills are becoming, a blue-collar unit that just goes about their business and winning games.
Yeah, he's a ball magnet. He's been outstanding for Buffalo. Another really surprise football team this year, the Buffalo Bills. Micah Hyde's a big part of that. I'm going to go to the Dallas Cowboys, though. You talked about leading the interceptions. DeMarcus Lawrence leads the NFL with 10.5 sacks. He's legitimately got a shot to make a run at the sack record this year. The way he's been playing, they can come in bunches. He beats you with effort. He beats you with technique. He beats you with speed, power. He can do everything. And now he's been suspended a little bit during his career. He's had some injuries. We're seeing him healthy and dominating football games for the Dallas Cowboys up front. He's going to run down 20 sacks or be in that neighborhood. He's my choice for the Defensive Player of the Year at the midway mark.
He's doing it at the right time. I think this is his contract year.
Hey,
time to get paid.
Yeah.
One way to get paid is to make sure you consistently take down the quarterback. He has done that. Both of these guys are underrated on the national scope, but both guys are playing very, very well. DeMarcus Lawrence has been a critical part of this defense. As this defense is beginning to play better, it has been because he's been a dominant player off the edge.
All right, let's get to the big award here, MVP.
Woo, MVP. Now, I know this is not going to be a very popular opinion because for whatever reason, this guy is much maligned. But Alex Smith is mine.
You've been on Alex Smith. You've been on that bandwagon for a long
16 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for from a quarterback. You put the ball in the paint and you don't give it away. That's how you win games. They are playing an offense that looks very, very similar to what he did at Utah. Option, RPOs, pushing it down the field. Alex Smith running a little bit. He is doing everything. And I know they're trying to run him out to build him in Kansas City.
Got Mahomes.
All Alex Smith does is win games. It's going to be hard for Pat Mahomes to get on the field if this guy continues to play at this pace.
But what about that pick he threw the other day? Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't him.
No,
that was
Tyreek Hill. We're trying to let somebody else put the ball in the paint. Tyreek Hill. Every time I look at Alex Smith, that's what he does.
I know. To me, this is a shot at your candidacy here when you have the MVP of the league and you take the ball out of his hands and put it in Tyreek Hill's hands. I'm just saying. They wouldn't do that to Carson Wentz. They would not do that to my choice.
I hope they throw a halfback pass for a touchdown this week so I can talk about it on Sunday.
Carson Wentz for the Philadelphia Eagles, best record in the NFL. Their lone loss actually coming to Alex Smith on the road and the Kansas City Chiefs in a really, really close football game. But Carson Wentz has been outstanding. You talk about elevating your play from your freshman to your sophomore year. They put some weapons around him, Buck, and he is utilizing them. You talk about somebody that's confident, somebody that's poised. The physicality that he has reminds me a lot of Ben Roethlisberger. I think maybe a more explosive version of Ben Roethlisberger, able to shrug off pressure, keep his eyes downfield, and make things happen. I would like him to slide a little bit more. He's taking some big shots. But right now, I think if you look at who's most valuable to their team, the Philadelphia Eagles, their team is run through number 11.
Absolutely, it's run through number 11. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say a comparison that I think he is Cam Newton at his best.
Oh.
Meaning Cam Newton, when Cam Newton's playing at an MVP level, that's kind of what Carson Wentz reminds me of. His ability to run the ball, the physicality, the arm strength, being able to push it down the field. And even though he's not as flashy as Cam, his players absolutely gravitate to him. When you look at the teammates after touchdowns, they know where number 11 is. This guy has been everything and more in terms of what we thought he would be coming into the league. He's terrific. The Philadelphia Eagles have a great one. They'll continue to build around him, and they're going to be in contention consistently as long as he's under center.
All right, that's our midseason awards. Now, again, a lot can change. These names will change. Some of them, maybe all of them, by the time we get.
Alex Smith will win the award. At the end of it, Alex Smith will be right there.
I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
Tyreek Hill.
16-0.
Hey, Tyreek, why don't you?
32-0. You have to give it to him. He has 32 touchdowns, no interceptions. He has to get it.
And they're throwing the ball.
Come on, DJ. Go on record. Go on record.
If he has 32 touchdowns and no picks, he will win the MVP.